What's going on, legends? Welcome back to another video. As I'm sure you can tell from the thumbnail, we are doing a full review of Ghost Legend Sonic Cherry Limeade. And let me tell you, first, right off the bat, this stuff tastes amazing. All right, so let's get right into this review. To be honest with you, I have taken quite a few of Ghost's pre-workouts, and this is probably my favorite tasting pre-workout by Ghost so far. And as most of you probably already know, this product's been out for about a month now. I did get this on launch week. It was sometime back in April. And to be honest with you, I just didn't want to jump right into the review. I wanted to give it a little bit of some trial time to make sure, give you my honest thoughts, my opinion on if I think this works, if I think it's any good. And obviously, as we are talking right now, I can tell you first off the bat, it is an amazing flavor. So I'm gonna get one scoop going right now. Boom. The scoop size on this is 12 grams. Cost of this is $44.99 on Ghost's website. There are plenty of 20% off coupons that I'm sure you guys can find, knocking the price down to roughly under 40 bucks. Give this a nice good shake. Now, one of the best parts about this pre-workout that I really like and that I enjoy is the mixability. I say that about a lot of Ghost products, pretty much all of their Ghost products. Mixability on all their products is 100%. There's no grains, there's no weird texture tastes. When you mix it up, it's pretty much good to go. Taste test again. Oh man, it just tastes so good.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Just so you guys can see the color. That is the color it is. It is a very bright red color, as you can see here. Like I said, it tastes amazing. I'll drink this stuff all day. It tastes very, very similar to Sonic's Cherry Limeade. Now, the reason why is because they've actually partnered up. This is a shared sponsorship with Sonic. You see that right there? Boom. Sonic Cherry Limeade. So I can tell you firsthand that this is a legit collaboration. Sonic had to sign off. I remember watching Ghost's videos, and they had to Sonic had to sign off on the flavoring that Ghost designed with this, and they went through a few different variations of the Cherry Limeade to make sure that it was 100% as accurate as possible. Let's talk about what's actually in the scoop. One of my favorite things with Ghost products is the full disclosure label. And I think that kind of just came into play recently within the last probably 3-4 years. I feel like pre-Jim, Jim supplement line, Jim Stepani, he was the first one to kind of break through and say no more proprietary blends, give you full disclosure. And I think the consumer wanted to see that more. And so a lot of companies started doing that. And then Ghost came around, I think a couple years ago, Ghost started, and they started right off the bat, full disclosure, and I love that about the company. I like to know what I'm actually ingesting. I like to know how much of said product I'm ingesting, exactly how much caffeine I'm taking, and none of these blends. So with that being said, let's get right into it. 4 grams of citrulline. I think that's a good amount of citrulline. I see a lot that are only dosing 2 grams, maybe 3. I feel like 4 is right in the middle ground. I feel like 6 is kind of the ideal amount that you're looking for in a pre-workout. That's my own opinion. But I do take citrulline actually throughout the entire day with my HydroCharge. I actually make sure that I take plenty of citrulline, over 10 grams a day of citrulline. That doesn't even include this. So really for me, citrulline is not a big deal. I've always wanted to make sure that I'm vasodilated and that my blood circulation is moving really as well as it possibly can. So citrulline, 4 grams. Beta-alanine, we are at 2 grams on this bad boy. And to be honest with you, this is one of those products that I actually get the tingles from. I'm gonna start feeling the tingles here in probably 10-15 minutes, and I like that. A lot of people will say, I don't like the tingles, I don't want the tingles, it makes me feel weird and I can't focus and all these things. But for me, it honestly gives me the mental capacity to be okay, I'm feeling the tingles, my body's good to go, I'm starting to process the pre-workout, let's go. Let's get a good workout in. I think an efficient dose is 3.2 grams. That's kind of the standard. I've seen that in a lot of other pre-workouts. But for some reason, whatever beta-alanine they are using specifically, my body likes it, and I actually feel the tingles. A lot of the other ones I do not. So to be honest with you guys, there's a lot more ingredients in the label that, to be honest with you, I had to look up personally myself. And I think that's one of the key things here that you need to do whenever you're looking at a pre-workout. If you're gonna spend $40, $50 on a pre-workout, and it's something that you're gonna take consistently, I highly suggest that you research some of the ingredients that are within the tub, because To be honest with you, like, you could just be putting in a bunch of junk, a bunch of things that don't work, a bunch of fillers, or a bunch of proprietary blends that basically the manufacturer can put whatever amount of L-citrulline and beta-alanine they want. But I will go through a few of these things that I think are kind of important, or things that maybe you guys can learn. Taurine, that's kind of a common one. It is an amino acid, okay? And basically what it's said to do is when you combine it with caffeine, it enhances that mental clarity and that mental focus that you kind of get from just caffeine. So if you combine the two molecularly combine, and then boom, you get this like mega missile of focus. But that's just me envisioning and coming up with my own metaphor. Caffeine content here, guys, 202 milligrams. I think that's a good amount. I think, you know, the lower end is around 200. High end is obviously over 300. I don't feel jitters. I don't feel any sort of a crash with this sort of caffeine. I like that it gives me kind of a clean energy, and then I'm able to continue on with the rest of my day. So pretty much all those ingredients, from the alpha GPC to the Rauwolfia root extract, all pretty much do the same thing. And they basically help with mental clarity, mental focus, giving us more energy. Now, personally for me, I take this pre-workout before my F45 sessions. I have not taken this before one of my Brent workouts, which is more of a bodybuilding, strength training, you know, free weights, machine weight program. But I do think that this does help. It definitely gives me the mental stimulus to get through an F45 workout. All right, so here's my 3 reasons why I recommend Ghost Pre-Workout Sonic Cherry Limeade flavor. There you go. Number 1, flavor. The flavor, mixability, everything within this taste is 100%. I give it a 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend it. I don't think I've had anyone complain about this. I've let some people try it, and they think it tastes amazing. Number 2, the full disclosure label. I don't know how you can put a number or a price tag on that, but I think it's worth a lot more than we think. And as much as, you know, there might be another company out there that does this, which there are plenty, I think it's really, really crucial here. I think there's a lot of really great ingredients here. I think things in this are dosed properly in a lot of ways. I think that's going to be subjective to each person. And so obviously this is all opinionated, but I think it's important to at least give them credit for doing a full disclosure label and telling me exactly what's in here, and actually trying to dose this at a higher level than a lot of other pre-workouts that I've seen. And the third point that I'd have to make here is that I think this actually works. It works personally for me. And that's obviously very subjective if it's gonna work for you, but I think most people just buy a pre-workout because they're looking for that mental focus. They're looking for maybe a little bit of some help with a pump. They want some help with some blood flow, mental focus, all those sort of things. And there's a lot of different products. There's so many different products out there. To be honest with you, a lot of them work differently. I do feel some differences after taking it for a couple weeks. And I have taken this pretty much the last 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks that I've had it, every single F45 pre-workout. And I feel like it does a really great job. All right, guys, so that's pretty much gonna wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Sonic Cherry Limeade Ghost pre-workout full review. I would highly recommend this if you're looking for a new pre-workout. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a comment below. Make sure you smash that thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. Stay tuned for more reviews, guys. Tons more reviews coming your way. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one.